Welcome back, guys, to the Posted Podcast. This is episode 32.
32, that's crazy.
With your host, Rollie Vogues.
Ronnie.
And special guest,
Lego,
back on the podcast. Hey, why is it so low? Hold on.
Boo.
There you go, try again. A little better.
Like, come on.
and I'm back and I'm better.
Damn, who sings that song?
Isn't that
Fabulous?
Bryson Tiller?
Oh yeah, it is Bryson Tiller.
Oh, I thought it was mine. I have a song called Back and Better.
Yeah, I remember.
Dang, imagine he would have been like Rollie Vogues.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
Wait, is that your stage name?
Yeah, Rollie Vogues.
Oh, okay.
And we're back. Rollie Vogues.
All right, let's talk about what'd you do this morning? Try to piss me off, right?
Ah, that's right. No, I was trying to make a joke, but clearly you can't take a joke. I forgot you're a Virgo. Virgo man can't take jokes.
Take a joke. She said she was gonna be late, bro. I was like,
I was down the street under the light, and Evelyn messaged back. I was like, damn it! I know she's gonna get mad at me. Let me just.
I was on the couch, and then she was on the table, and she's like, and I read it, and I'm like,
kind of like throw your phone.
I swiped it off, and then I was on Instagram, and then she's like, "Are you gonna reply back?" I'm like, "I'm not replying to that. I'm not." Like, she's like, "All right, I'll reply."
Oh,
and then, but Evelyn did. She was like, "Why?" She's like, "Why do people like to piss you off? Like, why are you so piss offable?" And I'm like, "I don't know.
You just
like
have that face, dude.
I'm like, I don't deserve it."
Pobrecito, como sufre.
she's like, I don't think Ronnie and Rob are the only ones. Like, I feel like people like to piss you off. You like to piss me off? You don't care, right?
I don't even talk to you.
Yeah, you're like, we don't even see each other like that.
Yeah, we don't.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I don't know, but so what'd you do this morning?
So I had an appointment that I had to go to in the morning, and then I went to. There's this one spot that my family and I have always gone to on 610 and Kirby, I think. Se llama 100% Taquito.
Yeah.
The place is so good. They have really good food, and they have really good tres leches cake. So I got that.
I've never liked tres leches cake.
Bro,
I'm glad I didn't bring one because I was like, damn, like I know I'm gonna be a few minutes late, but at least I'm gonna get them something. And I was like, oh wait, I can't remember if he said that he didn't like tres leches.
That's like a labor. That's like a labor work rule. Like if you're gonna be late, at least bring donuts or bring whatever. That was always like a thing, at least at my job.
I've done that too.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna be late, bring some fucking donuts. Like
make it worth it.
Yeah, but I would never take donuts. I'm like, I'm not gonna spend my money on these people, so I never did.
So you were on time.
No, I was late a lot when I used to work.
So you are okay with me bringing food if I'm late, but you won't do it.
Yeah, I won't do it. No.
What a terrible person.
Not when I was in that field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
Now
But now it's like
everybody.
it's whatever.
For what? Now.
Yeah, but like I don't know, tres leches. I feel like growing up it was always like very mushy for me, and I'm like,
But that's the good part.
Exactly.
You think so?
I love.
You throw it in your cereal.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay.
I mean, you have that whole freaking recipe for making cereal in the first place. That takes you 8 minutes specifically. So.
What, the milk?
Yeah.
The milk first?
The 1/4 of a milk. 1/8. I'm sorry.
I mean, you let the bottom side get soggy, and then you.
The top part's
You
crunchy.
flip it?
Yep.
Yeah. But you don't like measure it? You don't have measuring cups?
No.
I used to weigh my milk.
I'm Mexican. Why would I need measuring cups? You just wing it.
You just wing it?
Mm-hmm. Winging it.
Winging it. Yeah, I mean.
Rob.
Yeah. Where's Rob at?
Where is
We don't
Rob
know. He's out of this podcast.
Did he say?
Yeah, he said he's no longer going to be doing posted because he's more worried about his podcast.
He is more worried about his, yeah.
He's like, fuck posted. And I was like, damn. Like
he's
that,
like,
man? He's like, y'all aren't the core.
Yeah, we're not the core. He said, fuck posted.
Yep.
I think he just honestly doesn't like you here no more.
He said NWA all the way.
He said we're always interrupting him.
Exactly. What a crybaby. Everybody interrupts everybody. It's cool.
Damn.
So what we do.
Crybaby?
Yeah.
That's
it's
crazy.
Crybaby. Yep. Saying that loud and proud.
But yeah, I didn't let you finish your story though. And then you were at this 100%.
100%.
100%.
100%?
Sorry.
That's crazy, man. You're Mexican? Are we a Latino podcast? That's crazy.
100%
Marida.
Taquito.
Oh, no.
100% taquitos. And
Oh, gross.
that would have been that would have been Rob right there.
Yeah, for sure.
The taquito part.
For sure. Yeah, so I did that, and then I came this way. That was there was a lot of traffic coming through that way. It was like basically like the museum area.
Yeah.
And then this way, I'm like, I'm never doing this again. But I was already like nearby. So then I was just like, all right, cool. Let me just zoom all the way over there. And I was hoping that with me texting you that I was late, you're gonna see my story and be like, this bitch is getting tacos.
Oh no.
It's posted at 1:00, and I was like, no, that's cool. I always post whenever I leave. Like I don't post whenever I'm there.
Yeah.
Like anywhere I'm at, I always like unless it's like I'm only gonna be there for a little bit, then I'll post. But other than that, it's like for safety reasons, I just post afterwards.
Yeah, I feel like due to past experiences, I try not to look at your story the day of the posted podcast because then I'm like, if I see she's somewhere, I'm gonna be like, why is she gonna make it? Or
you see what I'm driving, right? Lightning McQueen. He's gonna get me places. Point A to point B on time. Maybe a few minutes late, but that's due to traffic and that has anything to do with
if
me.
you have Lightning McQueen, you drive Mac. The hell do I drive?
You have a white car.
All right.
Straight for the jugular.
Tow Mater. The little white Kia, bro. That's the one that's like...
Is that the one that fixes the tires?
Oh, you can be a Luigi.
Yeah, there you go. A little mustache.
That's his name? Luigi?
I think so.
El little... The Italy one? The one that work on the...
No.
What is it they work on? The Ferrari?
Pit crew?
Is there a dream car like the Ferrari?
The Ferrari. Ferrari.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah.
But yeah, that was my day. How was y'all's morning?
Mine was cool. Milo wakes up super early, so he tries to like get us up like early. I mean, usually we wake up early, but I was tired. We stayed up because we're trying to book his trip for his birthday, which we want to take him to Disney World and Universal. So we'll be like,
oh, you're gonna be tired. Yeah, start walking, having him walk around because that's a whole.
Yeah, but I'm not taking a fucking wagon. Like last year we took that wagon because I'm like, oh, so you can like ride it. I'm like, fuck that. It was a lot. Like moving through a bunch of people, and then it's the summertime, so I feel like it's just packed, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, fuck that. I'm not taking no damn wagon. I don't know. Evelyn might want to, but I really don't want to. Mejor una carriola, dude. That's better.
He's too big.
Like, so I would let him take his scooter or something.
I think they'd let you. What you just want? He wants to bring his own car too. Like he can bring him in. That's cool.
Nah, they
little
don't.
Go-kart, little 4-wheeler.
I just don't want to deal with like having to pull anything or push anything. Like it's just like he's old enough to like be able to walk everywhere, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, so we did that last night, and Milo tried to wake us up super early. And he was talking about he's hungry and all this. I'm like, bro, just take another hour like nap, bro. So he like fell asleep for another hour. But you know, I'm thinking about it right now. This whole week, I've had a headache.
Solar eclipse.
I don't know, but you know, it's like the first few days. Let's say it started Monday. Let's say it started Sunday. It was like a pulsing headache, right? So I took medicine, whatever. The next day it was like in the back acá. It just
Same. I thought it was because of work.
No, I don't know. And then it was like, all right. And so I tend to like press on it, like just to like kind of, I don't know.
And like pressure point.
Like push it.
Yeah, like and just to know exactly where it's at, you know. And then, pero these past like 4 days, it's just been like it's there. Yeah. It's not pulsing.
Yeah. But
like right now, if I go like this,
you feel it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
And I'm picturing like my head full of like this liquid that's just like, I don't know. And I'm not gonna lie, I was like, damn, what if I have like a tumor or some shit? You know, like what if it's like some scary shit? And
do you usually go to the doctor whenever you feel like that, or you just thug it out?
I thug it out.
I do.
But like Evelyn's like, maybe you need to go to the doctor. And I'm like, But because I see a lot of people that are like, guys, you know, I never like think anything of it. But I went to the doctor and they found this. Yeah. So make sure you guys get checked if you feel different, whatever. And I'm like. But I just don't like going, man.
Are you the type of person where it's like, if it happens, it happens? Well, at the end of the day, I mean, it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah. Too late like Evelyn's like, it's probably those monsters, you know. And then I'm probably. Like, but I've been drinking them and shit. Like, yeah, but it's like one of those like it finally caught up to you.
Yeah.
Y'all seen those videos?
Yeah.
Well,
like not even that, but it's like we're getting older too, so I feel like
that's what she said too, and I'm like, I don't know.
It
like,
sucks.
I don't want to believe it. I mean, like.
I love Monster so much.
Sponsor me. Kill me, ad. Damn.
He's like, maybe we shouldn't sponsor it. He's going to make us look bad.
But yeah, I mean, and then what you do this morning? Just working?
This morning, I woke up at... Elias wakes us up at 6:30 on the weekend. But during school, he wants to wake up at 7:30. Like, it's hard to wake him up.
Bro, I just get him. I just pick him up. I like he'll be asleep and I just pick him up and stand him up. Like I don't even, you know how
let him wake up gracefully.
Nah, hell nah, like cause then it takes too long. I'm like, Papi, wake up. And he don't want to wake up. I'm like, Milo, wake up. Nothing. And that's when I'm like, Milo. Like, and then he wakes up and then he's like, I don't want to go to school. I'm like, bro.
Oh, this is for school. I thought you meant like in general.
No.
Yeah,
it's for school. So now I just like, hey, puppy, wake up. I leave, I come back, and then that's when I just pick him up.
Oh, okay. So you at least like warn him a little bit. I thought you just grab him randomly.
Yeah,
like, damn, okay.
But he'll like be todo modorro, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah. Aww. So I start walking him to the restroom and I'm like, brush your teeth, go. And this one he's like looking at himself and like washing his face and shit.
Yeah.
I flip Elias out of the blanket.
That's fucked up.
Oh my God.
Let me see. Yeah. I feel like you're kind of low. Nah, but it's good, no?
So you want to go high?
Nah, I think it's good.
Crazy.
Oh yeah, it's good. Do I want to make him high?
Yeah, because you said you're low. Like, yeah, you want to make him high. That's crazy.
But all right, let's get into these topics. I have 2. You said you have 1.5.
Yeah. Well, you can take that half.
You want to do purple rock scissors?
I mean, I thought girls go first, but I guess you got it. All right, go first.
Girls go first. No. Ladies first.
Right. Thank you. So I don't know if you guys saw that Jersey Shore family reunion is going on still, right? So Sammy and
it's been going on, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think like for the past year. I don't know how consistent, but they finally got Ron and Sam in the room together, and it was super awkward. And leave it to Pauly D for constantly saying awkward. He just make it super awkward. Everybody's just looking around, and so the crazy thing is, like, Ron went around the room and he hugged everybody. That was his mistake. He could have just like, at least while Sammy was there, like he could have been like, oh hey, like just like a general hello. That way it's not as awkward. Because like once he walks to her, it's like, what is he supposed to do? Like go for a hug or just be like, oh hey. And that's what happened. Like he hugged Snooki, JWoww, and then he got to Sam. He's like, "Oh, hey!" And then he like hugs Mike, Vinny, and Pauly D. And I was like,
you know, in that situation, would you? I mean, obviously, it's like kind of pre-planned, no?
They say it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. But I think like even then, like even prepping to see your ex of like from 10 years, like it's been 10 years since they've seen each other. So he's done his healing. She's already moved on. I think I don't know if she's engaged or she's already married to somebody else, but
you see, I think it'd be just normal then. Yeah. If it's been so long, no? You're just like...
Yeah, but I think like the trauma that comes behind like knowing what happened in the relationship, because he was like verbally abusive, physically abusive. Not like necessarily...
What if he went for a high five and she's like, duck?
That'd be scary. Terrible.
Like, man, that would have been fucking viral.
But the thing is, like, everybody...
Ron, stop, Ron!
Stop
it, Ron!
Oh my God. But a lot of people were coming after Sam because they're like, oh, like, you just... Like, you didn't put in effort to talk to him. He actually tried. But it's like, if you go through something like that, I don't think that you'd be, like, happy. Not even, like, necessarily happy, but, like, just, like, okay with seeing them. Just because you avoided them for so long. Yeah. And it's like, let's say if I get out of a relationship and I don't see them ever again. So I can easily say, like, oh, if I see them, it's cool, it's whatever, I'm over it. But then it's like, let's say if you do see them, it's a whole different ball game, because it's like the whole time you're like, oh, I haven't seen them, so I'm over it. And then you see them, it's like either you can get really upset or sad, or you miss them and stuff like that. So I think a lot of people didn't take into consideration how she felt about the situation. Even though she moved on, it's like that's still kind of like one of those wounds. It's like you just don't forget. Yeah. But that was crazy that it like finally happened 10 years, because they kept saying it. It's like, oh, they're gonna finally meet, but then something would always come up. Either Sammy couldn't make it or Ronnie couldn't make it. I could make it, I'm here. But yeah,
Rob can't make it.
Rob can't make it. No, boo. I wish he had a button for that.
Man, pero I thought they had already met like at some point. Since it had been so long, I thought like, oh, they've met before or whatever.
Well, he was open to it, right? I mean, obviously he was the one that caused all the harm. But I mean, obviously they weren't good for each other. Like, I'm not gonna say like, oh, just him, he's the monster, but he had his own troubles, and I know she did too. They were, huh?
He was a badass.
One punch.
That's why he was making out.
One punch.
Oh my God. Whenever he was making out with the girl, and then his face, he goes like. That shit was traumatic for me. I was like, ew, I have that face to burn.
Man, you remember when they punched Snooki?
Yes.
And then they didn't show it on TV, right? But then they showed like the extra clips. Footage later.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Deserve that shit.
But that Ronnie, that one punch knockout thing was wild. I remember we used to hang out. I've said it before, but we used to hang out like me and my cousins and my brothers. Mm-hmm. We'd all just buy some wings and shit.
And watch it.
And watch it on Thursdays. And then...
Thursdays.
Double wings. So.
The double wings on Thursday. And then we just fucking watch it.
I think a lot of people used to do that. Because I did that too with my friends in high school. And every Thursday we'd meet up at one of our friends' house and we'd watch it. We'd have like food and everything. It's like,
but it's crazy, right? Like why we were so invested in that.
Exactly. There's other shows, and yet that was the one where
I was like, damn. And it was like this reality show. Like, are you into reality shows now?
Not really. But I mean, if one of them like piques my interest, then I'll watch it. Like Love Is Blind, I'll watch that. That's
where are these aired? Just like Netflix type shit?
Netflix, Hulu. Yeah, I don't watch it on like, let's say like cable TV or like specifically like ABC or something like that. If it's on Hulu, Prime, Netflix, I'll watch it. Other than that, I'm like, nah, it's cool.
Is cable still a thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to pay for it. I mean, well, like the air cable, like that's fine. But it's like to get DirecTV, I think they're still in business. Yep. I don't know how.
Yeah, porque when we had Floyd, he had like
Mayweather?
A news. Huh?
Mayweather?
No.
Who?
Mendoza.
Oh.
The graphic designer.
Oh, you said Lloyd?
Floyd.
Oh, Floyd. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Floyd.
But whenever we had him, he's like, oh, I did an interview. Like, he was going to do an interview, or he did it with, like, a news station. Yeah. And he's like, it's going to go live, like, I forgot what day. Mm-hmm. And he's like, maybe you guys will catch me. And I'm like, dude, where do you watch that? Mm-hmm. I'm like, where would I watch the news? Like, you know? And then he's like, I don't know. Like, and I think
he's so pessimistic. He's all over here excited and shit. Like, you should
be on TV, bro. Yeah. Like,
where? I don't even watch TV.
But I'm like, I don't have cable. I don't know.
Even turn on my TV.
But Evelin's like, I think they have it like for Prime or something. Like they have the channels or some shit. I don't know.
I have seen that. I've seen on my dad has, I think it's called Viva, I think, where they have like the soccer games and stuff like that, and then they have like a live button where so you get to watch it.
Yeah, like sometimes Milo will press a random button and suddenly like the TV guide comes out, and I'm like, where the fuck did you go for this?
What
like,
is that?
Is it even
is
like
that vintage?
Do I have to pay for this shit? Like, you know.
Damn, you remember whenever that would happen? Like anytime like you would get online and it would start charging you and your parents would see it on the bill. Like, ¿qué es esto? You didn't see like actually.
It would automatically charge.
Yeah.
Like
if you
like
get
using
into
like internet, like data or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe I was just a badass kid. Maybe that's why. I'm sorry, Ma, if you see this.
I remember that Rai. Whenever Rai, he's like, "Oh, I accidentally bought this." And it was like WWE, like the Monday Night Raw or something. Like,
it says buy now.
Buy now. He's like, "Are you sure?"
Yeah, like trips. Oh, I accidentally bought it. Fuck.
Damn.
No, but then this Sammy thing. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Like the Sammy and Ronnie situation. Like, I feel like, and I'm asking if it's pre-planned or whatever. Porque I'm like, why would such a pressure be put on either one of them to where it's like they have to expect that? Like, ¿cómo se dice the word? I forgot the word. How coincidental is it that? Oh. They're all there except the one person that they're waiting for. Like,
no, they were gonna meet up. Like they planned that part that they were gonna meet up.
Yeah,
but
like the last one to show up is Ron.
They're probably like,
yeah, they
you come
that,
later.
Like, yeah, that's what they said. That's what happened actually.
Like what?
Like that. Like they were all in the room. Like they were all gonna hang out together, and they knew that was like basically like the meeting point. So I guess they try to make it easier for Sammy. That way she's not by herself. Cause I think that would have been like that wouldn't have happened. Like had they. Even though they made it super awkward, like I think she felt a lot more safer. Like even if he wasn't like that, like he wasn't gonna be like how he was before. I think she still felt like she needed like people there for her. Yeah. So I don't know. It's one of those things. Real wobbler.
It's a real wobbler. I think. Do you think Rob understood when we were saying like you should just say?
Because he kept going. He's like, no wobbler. It's like, no, we get it. Yeah, we're saying wobbler because your name is Rob. Yeah.
So it's like a real wobbler.
You don't get it, Rob. But I think like the reason why they were pushing it, like they wanted them to connect, like Ronnie and Sam, is because obviously it's more views. Like I'm pretty like they talked about it on TikTok, especially now with TikTok. They're talking about it on TikTok. They're talking about it on Twitter. I'm sorry, X. I'm pretty sure they're talking about it everywhere. So obviously that's more views for them. That's more money for them. So I think that's why. Because it's like at what point it's like, do you not get tired of it? It's been 10 years and you still want to see them like get together for what? Like they just cool off of each other.
Yeah, I think they're already. Everybody's got it made already. I mean, well, out of all of them, I think the most Pauly D is probably like the most successful one. Which well,
he's still doing what he did back then. No, he's a DJ.
DJing and all that. Yeah. But yeah, like I seen him like with Nelk Boys and shit. Like he shows up a lot of places.
Didn't he do like a love show too? Like two?
Him and Vinny, but like I think it was like right after the whole Jersey Shore thing happened. But other than that, like I feel like I just don't see the need for it anymore. And then they try to do Jersey Shore with other people, right? Like not Jersey. What was it called? Jersey Shore.
I know they had one where it's like a kind of like a knockoff, kind of like Floribama Shore or some shit like that. It was like white people. It's not as fun.
You know what I was telling Evelyn? I was like, you know how a lot of crazy shit happens in Florida. Mm-hmm. I'm like, all right, what? I honestly, I'm like, why is that? Like, why is it always Florida? Like, why is the crazy shit in Florida? Like, and I told Evelyn, I'm like, what if like one day algo sale that they did like some sort of research and they're like, nah, like it's just the water allá or something. Mm-hmm. Something in the water is like, it's bad. It's salt. And it makes people like do crazy shit.
But I think they're just crazy.
Like legit. They just
decide to. That's where the bath salts came out, no? Like
that like on the bath salt set, the bath salt
shit.
He
was like a human, real zombie. That he was.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Well, did you see the person eating the leg?
Oh.
But that was in California though.
So basically, any coast type of state.
I guess.
Well,
we're Gulf Coast.
Yeah. Well. Anyways, all right.
But we don't go to the beach.
Yeah. That's why we don't go to Galveston. Yeah, exactly.
That's why we're not crazy.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. I heard sharks. I don't even know. I don't know what I'm gonna.
How do you start off with that?
I was gonna say
cliffhanger
that were blanked out.
Short circuit. My headache's like acting up and shit.
Outside in real lifetime.
Oh, the monsters finally catch up to me.
Damn.
You seen that TikTok? Oh, do y'all think TikTok is gonna get banned? Like for sure or not?
I don't know. I feel like they're gonna try to find a way of either keeping it or making a new one similar to that.
You know, and I don't want to jinx it, but when have you ever seen something like actually
get
banned or actually like go all the way through with whatever they plan to do? So it's like if there's all this talk about TikTok getting banned, mm-hmm. Are we ever actually gonna see it like boom, banned, and then like removed from our phones? Like mm-hmm. It's just like it doesn't like that's it. Like I don't think it's ever. How easy is it for it to just happen? Like to like ban it, boom,
it's happened.
Well, it's weird because like I know Vine didn't get banned, right? But
he's still there.
But it was hard for him to come back.
No, but I'm saying something like nationwide, like something like
the app itself,
like the app itself, okay. Like you know, like to go through court and shit. Like it's all these things. Like it's.
I think it's more of like a distraction, honestly, because like let's say you have MySpace, you had Vine. Well, Vine no longer exists, but that one I want to know why they even got rid of it in the first place, right? Because that one just is wiped out. But it's like at TikTok, like I said, they're probably gonna find a way to kind of like. You had Vine where it was like that 7 second video, right? And then you have TikTok, which is very similar to it, but it has more features. So I feel like they're going to try to find or create a new app with more features, more than TikTok, way more than Vine. So
I wonder if Vine just didn't have like it was like the first of its kind, you know? And TikTok, I feel like kind of is a continuation of it. Like they, not that they like, oh, there's the new Vine, but they kind of saw like, oh, Vine is this.
I feel like he has a Vine in mind. He keeps laughing.
Yeah. Because I keep saying Vine is like, oh, that's Vine?
Oh, that's Vine? Oh, yeah. A little more. And then, but I'm like thinking Vine probably didn't have like the means of like the financial part like down. Like how were they making money? Like they weren't showing ads on there. Yeah. Right? I mean, and I feel like TikTok, like...
But they also had, like, the stuff like TikTok, no? Like, where all the Vine creators would meet up. They would have, like, a Vine...
like a con?
Yeah.
Like a convention?
They would host... Because that's where King Batch and everybody would meet up at.
That's right. I remember.
Yeah, but I think that was just between, like, the top ones and shit.
Yeah.
The top influencers.
Yeah. Man, King Batch is, like, OG shit. Lele Pons is OG shit.
Wait, do you think that, let's say, like for influencers, do you think that's going to be a forever thing? Like, with, like, not necessarily through TikTok, but, like, through new apps and stuff like that? Because you have Instagram influencers, you have TikTok. Twitter, not so much, but it's more like they come from, like, Instagram.
Like, Twitter, the only one I can think that I know of that came from Twitter is just that girl. It's a girl. Rai and Carla, like, friends with the sister.
Oh, I don't know her name, but I know her.
It's like a makeup girl, I think.
Yeah. Leslie makeup, Sarai.
No. Oh, fuck. I forgot her name. She's from... I don't know if she's from here, right?
It's not the one that we talked about, that one podcast, no? Where she got jumped?
I don't know. That's 69. Oh, wait. Daisy Marquez. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's her name. Yeah. She got jumped?
No, I thought it was her.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. Okay, so, yes.
Yeah, but Daisy. She's the one... I think she said on a podcast that she blew up from Twitter. That's where she blew up.
Okay.
I feel like it's hard.
That had to have been like the early days though, because like right now it's like everybody's just getting on Twitter.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a thing. Influencers are gonna be a thing as long as like social media. If some new shit comes out, you just gotta jump on it early. How do you? Okay, we'll get into it right now. Whenever we're gonna go on a quick break. Yes, sir.
Bye.
All right, we're back. I did want to continue on this social media thing, right? Porque what social media platforms have came out that didn't do as good? Do you know any?
I can't say that it didn't do good, but like one that didn't, like, it didn't really catch my attention was Be Real. Like that one, I feel like that one was kind of like short-lived.
I made an account on that.
What is it?
Yeah, I did too.
That's the one where you wait, is the B-roll the one where you take a picture
of yourself and then the
yeah, so it uses both cameras,
dual camera,
and it's like the concept was good.
Yeah, I like the idea behind it. I just couldn't get into it. Like it's just like I forget.
I think it'll randomly notify you like time to take a B-reel or whatever. So like you have like I don't know if it'll count you down. Like
I mean, you could take it like different times, but it'll do like a new timestamp. So let's say like today you take it at 3 and then you forget 2 the next day and it's like 5 o'clock. Then I think if I'm not mistaken, it'll move to 5 o'clock and then so on. So it tries to keep you consistent, but
yeah. So it's like a consistent thing. So it's like it'll just whatever beep, and then like you're like wherever you're doing, it's like you take a picture.
So you see like the out this, but I'm like, what if I don't look good? Like that's why I take pictures this way, because I'm like aesthetics, like
yeah. And then like so if we're doing a podcast, like I would go like this, and
so it's just like
it's just like
behind the scenes, behind the scenes, and like you.
Yeah, and I feel like there was that one. I made an account, but también I never really used it.
Threads is another one where I got into it, but I just couldn't, like, it didn't really keep my attention too much.
You know, the only time I get on it is when I'm on Instagram and you're scrolling and then you see that little, like a little, like...
Notification type?
Not a notification, but it'll be like a random, like, Threads thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it'll be just one person.
It's like a highlight, no?
Yeah, and then, like, I click on it and then it takes me to Threads. And then that's when I'm just, like, just to see what's, you know?
Yeah. I feel like they take a lot of content from Twitter, though, so it's like... I mean, I remember hearing the controversy of like it's literally Twitter, but through Instagram. But it's like I just stick to what's true, and it's Twitter.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. You know, I'm not gonna lie. Chamillionaire, he had. I don't know if you ever heard of it, but Chamillionaire had an app. I think he still has the app, and it's called Convos, and that one was pretty cool. Because I was able to. I talked to him one time, and I was like, it was pretty cool because the whole concept with that is. You're in contact with people, but you have to talk. Okay. Like you pretty much send a video of yourself. Like you can't like text you can't type messages. You can't. So it's like, and it'll show you who's active. So he had Chamillionaire on there, E40. He had Snoop Dogg on there, like a bunch of celebrities, and you can
talk to them,
send them a voice message, and then
okay, I think I remember.
And then like I think they'll be on the side, like if they respond to it. It'll be like your video talking to them, and then they talk to you. But it's like you're having a conversation, but with video.
So it's like a FaceTime call.
Pretty much, but like not real time. It's just like the reply has to be through video.
Okay.
It's like that.
Okay.
So it was cool because it was like his whole thing was like, I don't want this social media shit like to take over in a way where there's no voice behind people. It's just like the real shit. Like you have to really be in front of the camera
to respond.
Yeah, to converse in the app. Yeah, you know. So
another good one was I know a lot of people back in the day used Kick, and then I remember, I don't know if you ever heard of one that was called Yik Yak, where it's like kind of like Twitter, but you just thumbs it up or thumbs it down, and then that's it. It's like a thread, and it's like a bunch of people saying random ass shit, but it's anonymous. So
the Yik Yak one.
Yeah. And I remember, I think it was like I don't know if it was like after I graduated high school, and then they brought out that app, and it was like kind of like, it reminded me a lot of Vine because it's like a greenish color, and it's literally just a thread, and it's like you thumbs it up or you thumbs it down, and people were like talking about like anonymous stories. They were saying like, oh, I'm at the school right now and somebody's having sex in the bathroom, like crazy shit, like what the fuck, like what is this, like that's outlandish.
Wait, is the Yik Yak one that had like that like what is that animal called?
I feel like I know what you're talking about.
With the horns, right?
Yes.
A yak? Is that what they're called?
Yeah. Well, there's an animal called yak.
Oh, it was there was it's like the threads, right? But it's like nearby. So anytime you're somewhere, it'll like I guess like get your location, but like it'll show you messages that people around you are saying. So it's like whenever it's like people are saying like, oh, these things are happening at school or these things are happening like elsewhere, I'm like, who the hell is putting that shit? Because I don't see anybody on their phone. Like I'm feeling like who's going to the restroom? Like I feel like there's like.
Oh, have y'all heard of a Geo? What is it called? Geo something, where it's like a app, right?
Okay.
It's a community. Yeah, that's a yak, right?
Is that what they're called?
I think that's what they're called.
I didn't know they had a name. Okay.
Geo. I
it's
forgot.
not Geo Stories, no.
No. But so it's a community of people that, literally they're everywhere. Like I've downloaded the app, and then pretty much it's like these little. It's like a little. ¿Cómo se dice? Not a treasure hunt.
Okay.
Like it's like a little treasure hunt app. So what you do is like you'll search for like on this Geo. I forgot what the fucking thing, and you'll search up Geo whatever around you, right?
Okay.
And let's say it's like one like at the park. You go to the park, and then they say like you have to find this little.
So it's kind of like Pokemon Go.
Kind of, but like you have it's a physical thing where you go and behind a tree, behind a rock, you lift that rock up, and then there's a little box.
Like an actual, like physical,
like an actual little box.
Oh hell no!
You have to.
That sounds like some creeper shit. So, like they're keeping an eye on you.
So you have to open it, and then adentro hay little things. So it's like it might be like a keychain. It might be like
a finger.
So, I don't know. Well,
he's a Rob for sure. He went out of it.
But you pick it up and you have to leave something else. Like I see.
Oh,
like,
I see. Okay.
But people get creative with them. Like there's some where it's like you have to like lift it up, take a box out, and then like to. I don't know. Like then that's the key to this other box. Like you have to figure. It's like little treasure hunt shit. But I don't know what the point of it is. But it's just like fun shit. I've looked into it.
And that was like back in the day or what?
No, it's like right now.
GeoTrack? No, it's not GeoTracker.
You can put Geo like treasure hunt.
Geo Aching, Nat Geo, Geo Map app.
It might be Geo Map app. No, it's not.
Geo app?
No. I don't know, but
there's one called Geo on it's not this one, right?
No, man, Watch is like not even like the
Watch, you just made this shit up and I'm over here like a dumbass looking for it.
Geo treasure hunt.
Is that one? No, right? The bikes.
Geo, right?
Geo cache. Caching. Geocaching.
That sounds like you're getting money where you
What
go.
is geocaching and how does it work, right? The basic idea is to have individuals and organizations set up caches. Is it caches?
Yeah.
All over the world and share the locations of these caches on the internet. GPS users can get these location coordinates to find the caches. Once found, a cache may provide the visitor with a wide variety of rewards.
Like a chain. Like a little
Yeah, it's
chain.
cool. It's cool.
I see it though. I see it. I mean, I'm naturally like a memento type of person, so I treasure it my whole life, but it's a bunch of mess. Like it's just nothing.
What about the other one? The one where they send you coordinates, and like I don't know if you ever saw them on TikTok where I forgot the word for this one too, but like they'll send you coordinates and then like you go and it's like it'll take you in the middle of the woods.
Fuck no.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
But some people have found like bodies and like
I was just kidding,
or a random suitcase and they're like, man, what's in there? I remember there was one where they found a suitcase like by the water,
like in the rocks and
and it was a body in there.
I feel like you guys are making this up.
No, I'm not kidding.
I remember that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called though. But it's pretty.
Yeah, because that's why I said the finger on the other one. Because of that one. I remember that one.
No.
Yeah, no, it's pretty wild. But here, I got another topic, right, which is kind of crazy. And this is about a girl que se llama Danielle Johnson. So she was known online as Mystic Lipstick, right? So she was this astrology influencer, and pretty much like people were kind of mad that it was like worded, but the way it was worded was like astrology influencer, you know, Danielle kills her boyfriend, husband because of the eclipse, right?
Okay. So
people were like, wow, you're making it seem like because she was into astrology, like she did this or whatever. But
I mean,
I don't think that's what they meant when they worded it like that. I think it's just like, I didn't know who she was.
Right.
So it gives me a little like, oh,
insight.
She was an astrology influencer. So that's what it is.
So they're not just going to say Daniel.
Yeah. I'm like,
Danielle.
who the fuck is Dan? Yeah.
Who is this?
Daniel.
Yeah. So it's like.
No, actually, who is it? I don't know who it is. Like, tell me who it is.
No,
just
I don't
kidding.
know.
But I'm saying, like, that's it. Like, I feel like people always have something to complain about. So, like, you say their names, like, so-and-so killed boyfriend.
Yeah, but, like, who's that? It's like, oh, astrology influencer.
Exactly. Like,
and then people are like, why does she have to be an astrology influencer?
Yeah. Well, that's
like,
what she was. Like, you know what you want me to say.
It'd be different if she would be like, if they would have been like black influencer Danielle.
Yeah.
Then that'd be like, all right, what does race have to do with it? Right?
Yeah. Well, they only do it whenever it's a non-white influence or anything. They're like, oh, let's say black influencer. They're never gonna say like white influencer or white realtor. Like they like why?
It's kind of like white is the default, right?
Exactly.
Oh, which reminds me of something else. But so this girl, like, she did kill her dude, right? So I read I read like the overall like thing, and then but she was like an astrology influencer, so she was saying like be aware of the solar eclipse or whatever. Like it's
lunar.
That was solar eclipse.
Oh, you said lunar earlier.
No, I didn't.
I
just said eclipse. And in the kitchen, I said it was because of the eclipse.
Lunar, but okay. Go off.
Go off. And but she was like, wake up, guys, you know, something's coming with this eclipse or whatever. So pretty much they say that they said that she went crazy and killed the dude. Mm-hmm. She stabbed him through the heart while he was like on the couch, and then she moved him to the kitchen, and I think ahí lo dejó, and then I think I want to say that's where she left him. And then she had 2 kids, an 8-month-old baby and then a 9-year-old. So she took them to the car, and then she drove, like she got on the freeway, highway, whatever. She drove, threw the 9-year-old out of the car, and then she threw the baby out of the car. And then she, I think, drove 30 miles, and she hit a tree at 100 miles an hour, and then se mató. The baby, the 8-month-old died, and then the 9-year-old survived, right?
What?
And so, okay, so that's like the overall story. It's super crazy. And then I looked into it a little more, and then people were saying, oh, this is not, ¿cómo se dice the depression one?
Seasonal depression?
No.
Postpartum depression.
Okay, so there's postpartum depression, and this one's postpartum psychosis. I think that's what it is.
That's when you have a break, no?
So that's when, like, it's pretty much you kill your baby.
Okay.
Postpartum, psychosis. So postpartum psychosis is the severest form of mental illness in that category, characterized by extreme confusion, loss of touch with reality, paranoia, delusions, disorganized thought process, and hallucinations. So they were saying like she had that. Mm-hmm. Like that it had nothing to do with astrology or whatever, pero most likely that. And then so I saw a few clips of like on TikTok, because I looked up postpartum psychosis, and then it was like these women like screaming at their babies like I hate you. Like I'm like, fuck, like
that's crazy.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Like I don't know. I'm just like.
That's why they're like whenever you just have a baby, they're like very strong on like, hey, do you need help? And obviously like at first you don't realize that you need help or that you even feel a certain type of way, and it can go on till like probably like the first year or so. Like they don't feel it, but it's just like I can't really say my issue, but it's like it's easier said than done because I'm like on the outside, but I feel like if you feel some type of way, like whether just as long as it's not normal to you, then seek help. Like, hey, I'm feeling this way. Like, do you know why that is? Like, ask questions. Because if you don't ask questions, you're never going to know. So it's like, God forbid, like something like that were to happen. Because the baby was 9 months, you said?
8 months. And the girl was 9 years old.
Exactly. So it's like maybe for the 9-year-old, she didn't have that. She was okay, or she was able to work through it. And then now with this baby, it was different. Because obviously every baby is like different. Like you react differently. Your body reacts differently. So I think that's scary about like pregnancy, because that can happen. It's not just like having a baby and that's it. Like,
yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Aftercare.
What do you think about that?
No, that's crazy. Like, it just sucks, bro. It's like, I don't know if you think about it. I mean, it sounds that like she didn't like her dude already or something. She probably like already had a lot of stuff going, cause she wanted to off herself already, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I
mean, the way she went about it with him seemed pretty brutal too.
Yeah.
In the heart. That's
straight
crazy.
to
like
it.
Imagine he's just chilling, watching TV, and then she's just.
Yep.
You think when people stab people or whatever, like they go for certain parts because of certain things? Like, you think like, oh, the throat, porque you talk a lot of shit, or the heart because you broke my heart. It's not a joke. It's like.
You sound like Rob right now. I feel like he would ask something like that, but
no, he would be like, "What, my guy? What?
That's crazy."
No, that's wild. Yeah, this is wild.
I don't know. Like, I feel like maybe it was just like pent up. I'm not justifying like what she did, but it's like maybe she had like one little thing that was like kind of triggering for her, and that was what set her off. Which
yeah, I do think that makes more sense. Instead of like a solar eclipse bullshit thing, like I feel like it was like a psychosis type deal. But yeah,
that's just scary because like you literally like, I mean, who can actually say like, oh yeah, when I'm in that state, I thought about like, oh, this isn't my kid or this is my kid. Like that, you don't know. Like nobody knows.
You know what's another one? I saw like a dude make an example where he had. It was a guy though, so I don't know. Like, yeah, I don't know. The guy was holding the baby and the baby was crying. You could tell, right? But there was music over the TikTok, and then it said like depression versus psychosis. So depression was like oh my god, like how am I gonna do this, you know, my life, whatever. And then the psychosis, these are intrusive thoughts, right? Okay. So it's like the depression thoughts, and then the psychosis thoughts was like, what if I just throw my baby against the wall just to see the brain splatter everywhere, like it's fucking crazy thoughts, yeah. Like,
well, you know, I heard that, you know how whenever you see babies and, like, you want to squeeze their cheeks, like, you have, like, that feeling of, like, wanting to squish them? Not actually squish them.
What does Evelyn call it? Furia? Like...
Yeah. Well, that's the same thing that I did my research way back when, but supposedly whenever somebody kills somebody, like murderers and, like, the serial killers, they have that same sensation. So whenever they kill somebody, they have that sensation of, like you can't control... Obviously, like, you can control it, but you don't. So obviously whenever you see babies, so like whenever I see my niece and my nephew, like you get that sense of like wanting to squish them or hug them like really tight. But obviously like we have like a certain, I don't know what it is in our brains that tell us like, hey, don't, that's like you have, yeah, like this is the limit, and they don't. So that's like why, like, because a lot of people are always like, oh, how could they have done this? Like they were so normal. They seem so normal. They were my neighbor for so many years. And it's because of that, like that little wire is like not connected. So whenever they like kill somebody, it's like they don't think that's gonna happen, or maybe they just don't think about the severity that it's gonna get to that point.
Yeah,
but I thought that was crazy. So every time I hug like my niece and my nephew, I think about that. I was like, that's kind of scary. Like I don't want to hug them. Like I love them, but I was like, I'm kind of scared to hug you. Like
it's like in the what's that movie that we saw separately?
Which one?
The brothers. Iron Claw.
Iron Claw.
It's like Iron Claw. Like, have you seen it?
Separately. I don't think so.
Are you gonna see it?
Separately was crazy.
We're supposed to watch it together, but we watched it separately.
That's the one with didn't you watch it first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. It's the one with Zac Efron, right?
Yes.
I haven't seen it.
Are you going to?
I want to. It sounds interesting.
Do you know anything about it?
Nope.
Okay, because I was gonna give you a spoiler.
Don't tell me.
Okay.
At this point, just tell me because I might not even watch it.
Yeah, I know you won't. Yeah, so
I was going to.
At one point, Zac Efron tries to kill his dad. It's not even like he tries to kill his dad, pero tiene like so much anger that he's like choking the fuck out of his dad.
Oh shit.
And I feel like low-key in my head when I was watching, I was like, oh, he's gonna kill his dad. Like, you know, he's fucking, I understand why he wants to. So he's like choking him, and the dad's like trying to like fight. And then like he gets to this point and he just like lets go, right? Okay. But I feel like obviously he was able to like think it through and like let go. But I feel there are people that like, let's say like I just feel like I see it in movies a lot where they're choking somebody and it's like this in their face. They know how to like act, obviously. And it's like como que they don't want to, or they're crying or whatever, like when they're choking somebody. And I feel like you're going through so many emotions that you're like, man, am I really gonna kill this person or whatever? But then like,
and it's all like literally like quick.
But then like you just, it's either let go or you go through with it. Yeah, and it's like,
thanks. Give me soda.
Fuck. I don't have any. I have Coke Zeros.
Big Red specifically. Oh, Topo Chico.
You're probably never gonna get it.
Next time, but okay.
Okay.
Yes, I mean that's going back to the influencer, the astrologist influencer. I think it's crazy because I feel like because
it sounds planned.
I don't know.
Cause she why is she gonna be like something's gonna happen this day, this day?
Maybe that was the hallucination part where she's like, because I mean they were saying it was gonna go dark for 3 days.
They did say that. A lot of people were saying like, oh, it's bad luck if you look at it. Everybody buying the glasses.
Did y'all look at it?
Maybe that's why my head hurts.
I had that too.
Fuck me up.
Did y'all see that post? I think it was on Facebook. She was like, I told my daughter not to look at the eclipse, and then the school posted a picture, and the daughter's like,
she's like looking up with the glasses here. She's like, that's fucked up. I did see that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you watch it?
No, I was the room that I was in. It got like really cloudy for some reason.
Yeah, it was super cloudy.
So we couldn't like look at it, and we couldn't leave the room. So we're literally screwed. And then I think it was like the next day, if not, no, it was one. Ya que pasó, like. It was all like fine, and they were like, okay, we're gonna take a break. What do you mean? We wanted to watch it. Everybody had glasses. Like somebody had ordered one, like the little glasses pack from Amazon or somewhere, and we're all like, "Oh, is it real?" Because they were looking for the little ISO sticker. Is it ISO or ISO?
ISO, like on the camera. What are you talking about?
I don't know. It basically certifies that they're legit like glasses.
Oh, on the glasses. Yeah. Oh, I guess because it's like a ISO is like on the camera. Like that's like it. That's what controls like how much light enters the camera. So that's probably what it is.
So ISO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ISO.
I used to work somewhere and like it was the 3 letters, but they pronounced it ISO, but I think it was like something else. So. Oh. Yeah, but we were looking to see if they had that sticker that way we could use it, but then they were like, "Oh no, we have to stay in. We have to test some shit," and I was like. But now we get to break. You're telling me now we get to break now that it's not even there. So then I saw a lot of TikToks where it's like the sun and then somebody puts el sartén and they put it over it and it does that little effect. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
We're so insane.
I think we were at HEB. Like we pulled up like around like 1:15.
Did the lights go off?
No. But I'm like, oh, like I told Evelyn, I think it goes like full on like at 2 something.
12.
Oh wait, was it? Okay, then we were there earlier.
You're such a liar.
I'm not lying. I'm like,
you're trying to adjust your story.
No, because she had to go get Milo at 2, so we had to have been there like
before.
I think it was full on at 1:30.
Okay.
And then like it ended at 3. I think after 3 ya se iba a quitar or whatever.
Oh, okay.
But it was like the full effect thing was like at 1:30ish. So we must have got there like at 12. Porque we could see it. We were like, oh shit. Like I was like squinting and shit.
Oh, hey.
No. I think I was using my phone.
That's why you have
you're lying.
That's why you have a headache.
Exactly. There you go.
But while we were at HEB, I would look at the time and be like, oh shit, it's like full on right now.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, fuck, we need to hurry up. Whatever. Yeah. But we didn't see shit.
Yeah, I didn't have the glasses?
I didn't. She was going to go to a watch party and she didn't go. But Milo, I think Milo saw it.
Yeah, they put it in the school.
Yeah, right. You have to give them permission.
It was like they did it they put it on the projector. Like I guess on the website.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that's why.
But
that's safe.
That's safe.
Safe.
Elias did.
For real?
It was during their nap time, but he never naps, so he was just
while y'all were napping, I watched the fucking solar eclipse.
He's probably telling his friends, "Did y'all see the moon? The sun get covered?"
It's like, yeah, bro, you wouldn't shut up about it. Like you're just there, like we're trying to take a nap.
Like, oh shit, it's happening.
Here, I just wanted to read. Okay, so did you see like the J. Cole thing? He switched sides.
Yeah. Yeah, well, first he apologized.
Yeah, first he apologized, and people were not happy.
Yeah,
people were saying like you're a little wuss for that.
What happened?
I mean,
okay, do you know how they're beefing?
Who?
Kendrick, J. Cole,
the big three.
The big three.
Oh, I heard y'all talk about it.
Okay, well, Kendrick dissed J. Cole and Drake, right? And but there's more people involved. There's like Metro Boomin, like all these people.
The Weeknd joined too. That was crazy.
Yeah, and then I know. So then J. Cole dropped a diss track, right? And then 3 days later, he apologized to Kendrick. He's like, "My bad, bro. Like that's not me. Whatever, some bullshit." So people were like, "Man, J. Cole is a little bitch, whatever, all this stuff, right?" Because how are you gonna drop a diss track and then apologize?
Yes, that's true. But then maybe like, what if like let's say everybody makes mistakes, right? Everybody
makes mistakes.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was just like, let me try to say it in a monotone
You're thinking it too. I don't even know what that is.
Do you not apologize? Like when you mess up, right? I'm not saying he did because that's a different platform, obviously. But let's say like for that instance, it's like obviously like he's worked with Kendrick Lamar, so it's like, do you not at some point, you yourself, anytime you fuck up, it's like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that, and then talk to that person, or you just I mean, I get it in the music industry, right? Because obviously everybody wants to talk shit, and you just gotta stand 10 toes down, and just hold that beef forever. I think,
not stupid. Hold it. I think he shouldn't have apologized that soon. Like maybe later.
Maybe he felt like maybe he was holding on to that.
Then he should have just never dropped it. Low-key.
But what if at the time he did feel it? Obviously, like, yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's
like
a forever song.
like, think of the process. Like, the process. Like him writing it. He's like, man, I don't know. Recording it. Pressing publish. Like,
yeah.
It's like, you know.
I think he had an adrenaline rush because of Drake, too. And now everybody's against Drake. And I'm like, damn. What did Drake do, though? Like, for Drake?
Here, how much time? We got like 3 minutes. Fuck it.
All right.
I'll put another 3. Pero luego?
Yeah, so everybody's against Drake right now, like everybody. So I thought it was weird that Kendrick hopped on Metro Boomin's album because he was just with Drake, and then now he's on Metro Boomin's album.
So then Metro Boomin dropped another project, and J. Cole's on that one.
Yeah.
He's on a song called Red Leather, I think.
Yeah.
And so they made memes and like Drake finding out that J. Cole switched sides and stuff like that. And it's like Denzel Washington. There's one where Equalizer, the guy's pointing the gun at Denzel, and Denzel just switches it on like on Drake. And there's a guy in the video. He's like, whoa. And I'm like, oh my god, like that's crazy. So then, so now J. Cole's, but supposedly J. Cole recorded that like obviously like a while ago, you know. It's not like he just recently recorded it.
Right.
But then they're saying Drake, that his diss track is like leaked. Have y'all heard that? Okay, so I have a few of the lines. And it's fucking crazy. It says Drake's new diss track has seemingly leaked online. But I don't know if like the actual song, but so here I'm just gonna read like a few of the lines, right?
Yeah, say it in the flow too.
I don't know how it goes. I don't know. I'm gonna read it. So it says he's like I'm the hit maker, y'all the pen dome. Tough on record in my city, it was friend zone. You won't ever take no chain off of us. How the fuck you big stepping with a size 7 men's on? That's crazy, bro. That's for Kendrick.
Okay.
Right? Size 7 men's is pretty crazy. Pipsqueak. It says, Pipsqueak pipe down. You ain't in no big 3. SZA got you wiped down. Travis got you wiped down. Savage got you wiped down. Like your label, boy, you're Interscope right now. But I heard that you're in the scope right now. Like in the scope. And then Drake name drops Metro Boomin también, right? I get more love in my city that you're from, Igga. Metro, shut your ass up and make some drums, Igga. Oh my god, bro. He's just going in. Let me see. I think Drake seemingly responds to J. Cole.
Was it Drake or was it Drake's ghostwriter?
I don't know if it could be AI Drake too. That's the thing. Yeah, it's like leaked, but it could be AI Drake. People are like, it sounds too AI-y. Okay. You know? AI?
I feel like I don't think he would name drop specifically, but I feel like he would diss.
I would. I mean, I would. Drake? I would think Drake. I think he would.
Now, what if he picks up those lines?
Not Drake, but I think Drizzy would.
Oh my god. I thought Drizzy was like the R&B.
Who's this one?
Please don't do it.
I didn't know we had Drake as a guest.
Let me see. Drake seemingly responds to J. Cole. So, and that fucking song, Your God, is not starting beef with us. That shit's been brewing in a pot, and now I'm heating up. Don't care what Cole thinks. That dot shit was weak as fuck. Rick Ross. I might take your latest girl and cut her off like Ricky. Can't believe he's jumping in. This Igga turning 50. Every song that made it on the chart he got from Drizzy. Worry about whatever going on with you and blank or whatever.
Wait, where are you?
The picture of my boy right here.
It's on Complex.
Yeah, but Complex is not the only one that's posted it. Complex to me is like, okay, like they got something.
Like legit, you know. Source.
I know Kids Takeover posted it. And there's it's like another underground rap blog podcast type deal. in some other spots.
I don't know. It kind of seems like he's specifically saying, like, trying to say their name specifically, and I feel like that's not something that he would do.
On a diss track, yes.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
If it's a diss track.
Yeah.
What if it's AI and then he picks up those lines?
AI? I don't know.
That'd be crazy.
Wait, but like how, like what would be the what is it, legality to that? Like, are you able to, like, because it's AI and technically they use your voice?
I don't know. People are gonna have to figure that out and find out in the next episode of Posted. This has been Dragon Ball. It's about to end in like 20 seconds, but
like in Dragon Ball. Guess that no on a Pokemon. Guess that Pokemon.
For real. Next time on
Bye,
the
guys.
next. Appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.
Love.